The assassination of John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States, remains one of the most debated and scrutinized events in modern history. On November 22, 1963, what began as a jubilant day in Dallas, Texas, turned into a moment of national tragedy. Riding in an open-top limousine through Dealey Plaza, President Kennedy was fatally shot in full view of a horrified public. While the Warren Commission, an investigative body established by President Lyndon B. Johnson, concluded that a lone gunman, Lee Harvey Oswald, acted independently to carry out the crime. Skepticism about this conclusion emerged almost immediately. Over the decades, countless conspiracy theories have taken root, each offering alternative explanations, ranging from domestic power struggles to international plots. Today, we delve deeply into the layers of this enduring mystery. To understand the skepticism surrounding the official story, it's important to examine the events as they unfolded that day. According to the Warren Commission, Oswald fired 3 shots from a 6th-floor window of the Texas School Book Depository where he worked. The first shot allegedly missed the motorcade entirely. The second struck Kennedy in the upper back and exited through his throat. And the third was the fatal headshot. But witnesses on the ground reported hearing shots from multiple directions, with some claiming the shots came from the Grassy Knoll, a small hill to the right of the motorcade. This discrepancy immediately raised questions about the possibility of multiple gunmen. The infamous Zapruder film, a home movie captured by Abraham Zapruder, has become one of the most analyzed pieces of footage in history. The film graphically documents the moment Kennedy was struck, showing his head snapping backward after the fatal shot. For many, this movement is inconsistent with the trajectory of a bullet fired from behind, as the official narrative suggests. Skeptics argue that this movement implies a second shooter positioned in front of the motorcade, perhaps on the Grassy Knoll. Supporters of the official explanation counter that the head movement can be explained by neuromuscular reactions. This debate over the film continues to this day, fueling both scientific and speculative discussions. One of the most enduring controversies involves the so-called magic bullet theory. This theory, presented by the Warren Commission, suggests that a single bullet caused 7 wounds between President Kennedy and Texas Governor John Connally, who was seated in front of him. Critics argue that the bullet's path, as described, defies the laws of physics, suggesting instead that there must have been additional shooters. The bullet, officially labeled CE-399, was found on a stretcher at Parkland Memorial Hospital, appearing remarkably intact. How could a bullet that allegedly struck 2 men, breaking bones along the way, emerge so pristine? This question has become a cornerstone of the conspiracy debate. Moving beyond the mechanics of the assassination, the question of motive looms large. The idea that Oswald acted alone has been challenged by theories, implicating powerful organizations and individuals. Among the most frequently accused is the Central Intelligence Agency. Kennedy's relationship with the CIA was fraught with tension, particularly after the Bay of Pigs invasion in 1961. This failed attempt to overthrow Fidel Castro humiliated the Kennedy administration and strained relations between the president and the intelligence community. Some theorists suggest that the CIA, viewing Kennedy as a threat to their operations, orchestrated the assassination to protect their interests. This theory gained traction when declassified. Documents revealed that the CIA had withheld critical information from the Warren Commission, including details about its covert operations and interactions with Oswald. Organized crime also occupies a central place in the conspiracy theories. During the 1960 presidential election, there were rumors of Mafia involvement in securing votes for Kennedy, particularly in key states like Illinois. However, once in office, the Kennedy administration launched an aggressive crackdown on organized crime, led by Robert F. Kennedy, the president's brother and attorney general. Figures like Sam Giancana, a powerful mob boss, reportedly felt betrayed by the Kennedys' actions. Adding to the intrigue is the role of Jack Ruby, the nightclub owner who fatally shot Lee Harvey Oswald 2 days after Kennedy's assassination. Ruby's known connections to organized crime have led many to speculate that he was ordered to silence Oswald and prevent him from revealing a larger plot. International theories add another layer of complexity. The geopolitical climate of the 1960s was dominated by Cold War tensions, and Kennedy's presidency was marked by confrontations with both the Soviet Union and Cuba. Some theorists suggest that Fidel Castro, angered by U.S. attempts to assassinate him and overthrow his government, may have retaliated by targeting Kennedy. Oswald's own history lends some weight to this theory. In 1959, he defected to the Soviet Union, where he lived for several years before returning to the United States. Upon his return, he became an outspoken supporter of Castro's government, even distributing pro-Castro leaflets in New Orleans. While no direct evidence links Castro or the Soviets to the assassination, the timing and context of the Cold War make this theory a persistent one. Closer to home, there are those who point fingers at Lyndon B. Johnson, Kennedy's vice president. Johnson's political ambitions and differences with Kennedy have fueled speculation that he may have been involved in a plot to remove the president. Johnson's swift assumption of power after the assassination, coupled with the policy shifts that followed, have led some to view him with suspicion. While there is no concrete evidence supporting this theory, it reflects the broader mistrust and paranoia that surrounded the aftermath of Kennedy's death. The medical and forensic aspects of the case also remain hotly contested. The autopsy conducted on Kennedy has been criticized for its lack of thoroughness and inconsistencies. With eyewitness accounts from doctors at Parkland Memorial Hospital, where Kennedy was initially treated, discrepancies in the descriptions of Kennedy's wounds, and the handling of evidence have led some to accuse officials of a deliberate cover-up. The chain of custody for key pieces of evidence, including the magic bullet, has also been questioned, further eroding confidence in the official account. Over the years, investigations and document releases have attempted to shed light on the assassination. In 1979, the House Select Committee on Assassinations concluded that there was likely a conspiracy based on acoustic evidence suggesting a fourth gunshot. However, the committee stopped short of identifying additional conspirators. In recent decades, the release of declassified documents has provided new insights, but no definitive answers. The sheer volume of these documents, coupled with redactions, has made it difficult for researchers to piece together a clear picture. What makes the Kennedy assassination so compelling is not just the event itself, but the enduring questions it raises about power, truth, and accountability. Was this the act of a lone, disillusioned man? Or was it the result of a conspiracy involving powerful forces? From the grassy knoll to the halls of the CIA, from the shadowy world of organized crime to the geopolitical tensions of the Cold War, each theory offers a glimpse into the complexities of the era. While the full truth may never be known, one thing is certain: the assassination of John F. Kennedy continues to captivate, mystify, and divide us, ensuring that the legacy of that tragic day in Dallas will endure for generations to come.